Hello everyone, I am Sanjay Rahul from second year CS. Today we are going to learn about the control statements which are described in the PLS queue from the database management system. So let's start the topic. The control structures. The control structures in the database management system are nothing but the way we are going to control the execution of a program. These are the keywords we use to control the execution of a program. So while executing the program, we just control what to execute and how to execute. So there are mainly two types of control structures. First one is conditional or selection, and the second one is iterative or looping statements. The conditional statements are statements which, based upon the condition, we select some sort of statements to get executed. So here in the selection statements, we select what to execute based on the condition. And here iterative statement, we repeatedly execute what we need to execute. So this is the basic outline. So there are so first of all we are going to learn about the selection statements. So the selection statements are simple if else if, and case statements. Simple if, here we apply one condition and check that condition. If the condition is true, we execute the statements within the condition block. Here is the syntax: if condition, then statements. And if, remember, you have to remember to end the condition after it ends. Remember that one, okay? Next, if else. So here if you see about simple if, we have only the privilege to execute only one condition. But in if else, we can check multiple conditions. We can check two conditions. So you can check the syntax: if condition, then statements. If if the conditions in the if block are turned to be false, we can go to the else block and check those conditions. If those conditions are true, we will execute the block and we'll end the if. And the next one, well, zoom it out. Yeah, if else if. So like in any programming language, we have if else if. We don't have that e here because in SQL, in DBMS, we don't use that e. So here in the previous if else statement, we can check two conditions, but it is an extension of if else statement. The if else if statements, we can check more than two conditions. Let's check the syntax. If condition 1, we place a condition 1 here, then we if it turn to be true, we execute the statements. If it turn to be false, we check the condition second one by using the keyword else if. Then if the conditions are true, we'll execute the statements. If not, we'll go to the another else if statement. Like that, we can check more than conditions, and at the end we come to else, the else statement, which is a default statement. And if, this is what happens in if else if. And then here comes the case statement. uh, the case statement, or we also call it as case else statement. It is The case else statement is not like any other selection statement because we only use an expression which has which can store multiple values, and we check the condition and we apply the condition on the expression, and then if the condition turned to be true, we execute the statements. This is the We can check multiple conditions by using multiple blocks. Here is the syntax. Yeah, as you can see here. Yes, as you can see here. Syntax of case of expression, we place the expression there, and when condition 1, if the condition 1 is true, we execute the statement 1. So while executing the case statement, we enter the expression. The expression is what we can, I mean to say, the expression is what we can add. So if the expression, so based on the expression we enter, the so first of all we enter an expression, and based on the expression the respective block will be selected. So here this one is a block, this one is a block. So based on the expression we give the input, the respective block will be selected and the conditions are checked and the statements are executed. If the expression entered does not belong to any of the case, we execute the else statement. If we all know this is case else statement, these are all cases and this is our else statement, and then we end the case. So this is what happens with the case else statement. So based on the control structures, we we have got into control structures. The control structures in PLSQL are nothing but keywords we use to control or handle the execution of program. We have two types, uh, conditional or iterative. The conditional statements, these are also called selection statements, where the statements will be executed based on the condition. If the condition is true, the statements within the conditional block will be executed. If the condition is false, they won't be executed. So based on the condition we enter, it will be executed. We have the following statements. So the selection statements we have in the PLSQL are simple if. The first one is simple if, which can check only one condition, and then if else, which can check two conditions, and then if else if, it can check multiple conditions, multiple more than two conditions, and then we have case statement or case else statement. Here, based on the expression we enter, the respective case is selected and the conditions within the case will be checked and validated, and the statements will be executed. As we all know, there is another else statement in the case statement. So the else block will be executed if none of the cases were matched to the input given. So this is what happens every time.